Hey everyone, welcome back to Logic Bombs. Today we'll continue on row 6. Let's jump in. Looking at this, we've got a bunch of slimes. Oh, that's so interesting. Take a look. We have all these slimes touching a zone already, or touching a monster, so they've got their predetermined zone going on. We have to somehow get this slime all the way over here and touching this monster, because it's the only slime and the only monster that doesn't have a friend. How do we do that? Well, we can't have them touch. They have to go. Ooh, interesting. The only tiles they can use here to go up, they can't go there. They can't go there. Right? So they have to go there through the to thread the needle. They have to go around like that. No matter what, because if we put an air anywhere else there, then they're going to be touching the slimes. Oh, fascinating. Okay. Yeah, wow. They absolutely have to do that in order to navigate around all of the other zones that we're developing here. Okay. Well, we also need to have walls like there and there and there and there and there and there to ensure that none of those are breaking any rules and touching as well. Got to be walls there to stop all of that. That solves that column for us, solving that row entirely. We've almost got this row solved. We're one away from solving that row. What else do we need to do? Oh, we need to block off that as well. And that, solving this entirely, forcing us to solve this like that, because we can't have those groups touching. Oh, this column is solved, and this column's almost solved, but not quite. Oh, there's a wall there for sure. There has to be a wall there because we can't have standalone zones like that. What's next? Well, we've definitely got to have any other like solved rows. Ah, this row is solved. Huge. We have to have walls there to stop these monsters from touching this new row we're making, or this new zone we're making with the slime from over here. Slime goes all the way over. What's next? Oh, there's a wall here too for the exact same reason. We have to block this guy in entirely because he's already going to be touching this air here. What else? We've only got one more air block in here, so we need to. There's going to be like one column going up, I think, here. What else do we know for certain, though? Hmm. Oh, that's solved. That's good to know. Oh, and with that, we have this column solved. Nice. That solves that for us. Uh, that solves this because we can't block this off. Therefore, that goes there. Solved. Has to touch there. Making those the walls. That's open. That's a wall, and that's open. What a nice, simple solution to start with. Let's move on to the next level. Oh, huge again. 15 by 15, I assume, right? Um, yeah, 15 by 15. So that means we've got a bunch of variables to solve. All the other mines in the level are zeros. So there's 10 monsters total. Oh, I see. It's kind of symmetrical. So if that's the case, then we have 10 monsters here and one of each. 10 monsters there. We can't have X get like both this guy and that guy because then who is A or B going to get? Each of them only gets to attack one of them. X is or B is going to get one of these. We only have one wall in this row, right? Which means that at yeah, we only get one wall. and we have to block off one of these because one of either X or B has to get this monster. If he gets him, wall goes there. If B gets him, wall goes there. Therefore, there has to be a wall there or there. The rest of these are open. We leave those unsolved for now. What's next? Oh, that's also interesting. That tells us that unless there's like some goofy stuff happening here, this slime is probably touching these guys over here. Speaking of, these mines need to be blocked off from all the things that they'll be immediately touching if we don't stop them. Also need to have walls there to stop those two mines from touching. And what else is going on here? We also for sure have looking around. Anything similar to what we discovered up here where it's like, oh, we know for sure that one of these has to be open. Are there any other interesting ones here? Oh, the exact same thing is true here. Y or B have to get these groups here. Therefore, if those are potentially filled, the rest of these are for sure open. Like that. Does that get us dramatically closer to solving anything? Okay, well, B or Y has to get this group of monsters. Therefore, oh wait, no, it's not quite solved yet. Oops, I didn't see this block here. I thought this was only 4 left to place, like the column says. What else is going on? Oh, has to be no, does not have to be a wall there. I lied. Looking around. Ugh, I'm not sure. Let's say that the Y attacks this. Then you attack this, you attack this, you attack this. Does that tell us anything? I don't really think so. I'm looking right now at these slimes. Is this slime going to connect there? Or is he going to connect, like, laterally, like here? Looking at this, there's only one block in both of these columns. If the block is, like, there, then, like... There's got to be a better opening somewhere. Something that's more intuitive to figure out. Oh, here's something interesting. It's not interesting, actually. I lied. Ignore me. The interesting thing is not actually interesting. I'm just fully lying to y'all now. Oh, we do know something though. There has to be at least one wall in here to stop these guys from attacking each other. Therefore, this is all open for that same reason. Oh, look at this 4 here. If we know that there's only... No, it's the exact same thing I thought I saw on this side. Where... Is that true here too? No, it's not quite true here too. But we're starting to make pretty good progress on this side. Let's see, how many blocks... Oh, we're still only filling in 4 here. Because one of them has to go there somewhere. We know that these are for sure the blocks opening up all of this. And because we know one of these has to be a block and the other one has to be open, that solves that as well. For the most part, mostly solved. What else is going on? Oh, look at this. We know there's only one block here because both can't be blocked off. Therefore, we have 5 blocks left over to solve in this row. All of them have to go there with one more somewhere there or there. Is that true here as well? It is true. That just means that one of these will be blocked off by 2 as opposed to just 1. What else is going on here? Well, look at this. We now have this whole row unlocked, which tells us that this cell and these guys over here are going to, in fact, touch some capacity. That's curious. That means this slime is probably going to touch, unless we like block it off fully like that, which is very possible. Look at the 10 and the 11 here. But still, curious. Let's focus back up on here. Because one of these will be blocked off fully, the other one has to be open. So we can pretty safely do that. Anything similar I'm missing across the board? Nope, I think I filled in all the things that are like that. We solve that. This is now solved. And what's next? I'm looking around, trying to find the next piece of information from which we can work with. I mean, I don't think it really matters what the particular value of each thing is. I mean, oh, it does. I just realized. Look at that. Here it's only possible for B to get 1 or B to get 4. Here it's possible for B to get 3 or B to get 4. The only one they share is 4. Therefore, B has to get 4, blocking that off, forcing all of that. Wow, okay. Double check the small things. You never know. Let's make sure that's correct. Yep, that still lines up. That still lines up. That still lines up. Wow, incredible. Okay. That's a very good thing to notice. I'm surprised I didn't see that earlier. But I'm very glad I have seen it now. What does that mean? That means that this slime is for sure touching all of these guys over here. Same is true here. This slime touching all of those guys. We gotta block off these guys somehow from from connecting the zones like that. But I think we can still logic rule our way through most of this as opposed to trying to map out exactly how we stop the zones from interacting too badly. Any solved rows or columns? Oh, there has to be a wall there to stop the interior zone. Same goes there. Solving that. Or 2 away from solving this row. Same is true there. Huh. What happens next? I feel like these ones are important. These ones probably tell us a lot, to be honest. And I'm just not aware of it yet. Let's say we put a block here. This gets fully connected, these slimes touch. Therefore, these all have to be open because if they're not... Oh, I guess actually... Those have to be open. This one, I guess, could be a block to help block off those 2 things. The same is true here. Those have to be open or else this slime will touch all of those. Is there something similarly true anywhere else? A place where you shall not place a block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then there's 2 already here. So we need to find 2 more air pockets somewhere in there. Basically, we have to block off these guys. This crew and that crew. We're drawing a line down the middle here. We only get 1 more block in this row. If I put this here, will they connect? Potentially, unless I block it off like that, but I can't block off both sides. Oh, this is tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With 2 already solved, there's 6 more to place in this row. I'm sure there is just simply something I'm missing. What that is right now, couldn't tell you. Well, okay. Looking at this, there's only 1 more block to place. If I place it there, then this connects to that, which might be fine, actually. We don't know which ones we can't allow to connect yet. Yeah, we don't know which ones we can't allow yet to connect. I'm pretty confident it'll be blocked off like this, blocked off like that somehow. But actually, can it? If I put a block here, then like 3 more blocks around here. What is going on with that? How many blocks are we from solving this one? We're 1 more away from solving that particular row. I'm sure we can figure out that one. By staring at it for long enough. Oh, let's logic this actually. Unless we put like this and that, there's no way for this guy to like not touch this section here. Wait, is there literally any way? Okay, we can block it off like that. If that's the case, then how do we block off this part? That's actually pretty block offable. I'll give him that. That's not really a tough spot to block off entirely. How about up here? 6. Is this column solved? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then there's 2 already placed. So we need to remove 2 of them. There's got to be something. Oh, what am I doing? The wall can't be here because then this will connect up like that because this guy goes all the way around. Wall goes there. This touches like that. Therefore, this has to be open. That has to be open. Thus, solving those rows pretty handily. The same is true here. If I put the wall here, they'll connect like that. That's no good. Therefore, open, open, solve, 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 solve. Both are solved. Then that's all solved. That's all solved. We're getting mighty close. If I put the wall there, they touch like that. That's no good. That's open air. If I put the wall here, they touch, which is fine. Is something similarly true here? If I put the wall here, they'll touch. Yep. Therefore, that's open. Oh, these are all only 1 block away from being solved. And I think the exact same logic applies for all of them. If we put the wall here, Wall here. No, not exactly. Not exactly. Put the wall here. That's possibly okay. That's possibly okay. Okay. Oh, we're one way from solving this row. If we put the wall here, they'll connect. That's no good. Therefore, that's the wall there. And we're 3 away from solving this one. If I put the wall here, they'll connect. Therefore, that's open space. If I put the wall here, no proof yet. Oh, if I put the wall here, they'll connect like that. Therefore, this has to be open air. If I put... There's only one more wall in each of these places. Curious. If I put the wall here, they'll connect like that. Which is fine. Yeah, we just don't know which side each of those belongs to yet. So we can't make any totally definitive statements about which one does or does not belong on any given side. But I can say we're only one away from solving these two, which is a nice change of pace. For 5 is interesting. This being 5 still is quite curious, because then this will touch both of them, which I don't think is right. Therefore, that has to be open. That's solved. If that's solved, then it only stands to reason that we're blocking off like that somehow. But no, how can we do that? If we block off, say, boom, 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 then that's open and we can't block off the rest of it. No, I think... Yeah, logically speaking, if we have like this, we can only block this off in one of two places. I think... This has to block off here, and this has to block off somewhere over here. Or no, wait. How does this work? Can this work? Ooh, what if one guy is touching both of them? What if one slime gets to touch both of these monster zones? Now that's a thought. That blocks that off, okay. Wait, is there literally any way to block off both of them entirely with what we have left on the board? We only have 1 and like 3 there. We only have 3 here. Or 3 there. Ooh, have I got things wrong? Fewer than 3 blocks wrong. Okay. We put those 2 there. Therefore what? If we put those there, That's all open. Who cares? I guess that has to go there as a result. I am doing this. There we go. I somehow I gave myself one fewer block than I was allowed in that four row here. I at some point marked this wrong, and that led me to go on that whole just incorrect tirade and end up thinking that I had to have only two here, which was just unfortunate for the puzzle. Let's move on to the next one. That's fully. Oh, that's not. I was reading this zero as a like if you know what I mean. Um, 30 here, 46 here, meaning that there is like. Well, if it's 30 and 46, notwithstanding these ones that have extras here, I think these have to be entirely full no matter what. Because 46 extra, the absolute maximum that we can have there to bring this total up is if we have 8 here and 8 here, the absolute maximum, that brings us to 46. That matches this, and if we add any more here, they'll become out of alignment. Since we can't add any more to the rows, these also have to be empty for the exact to make all that work. Yeah, because this is 46 and that's 30, we know that those are fully filled, and this is completely empty on the columns. Well, what does that tell us? Well, that tells us this is also fully blocked in, which is a nice thing to know. What else do we know? Who knows? Well, we know that this has to be open and that. Okay, cool. That has to be open. And what else? What else do we know at this point? Very little, it seems. Looking at this, oh, wait, there's a block in the middle. Right, that's going to limit our options there. We only get to place 2 more walls down. Here, we only have 1 more wall to place before we fill the rest in with blocks. If I do that... Oh, you know what? This tells us that there's only 1 more wall anywhere here. Therefore, we can't have this, because that forces 2 walls to be there, exceeding the limit. Therefore, these are blocked off like that. There has to be a wall there and a wall there somewhere. Because there's at least 1 wall here, this is open. And we know that the rest of this is also open, because we know that the wall is either there or there. Yay. Does that definitively solve anything for us? Wait, but then what does that tell us? You have to get him, and you have to get... Oh, no, I was misreading that entirely. Oops, let me rephrase that. Because... No, that was just wrong. We can't have both of these, which means we can't have both of that. That means, because we can't have this... Yeah, 1 wall requires both walls. Therefore, these guys get each other like that. Also, what am I doing? This guy has to get that monster. I just assumed there was another bomb over here to like make that trickier, but no, it's just obviously solved for us. There's 1 wall somewhere in here, therefore empty, empty. What's next? I'm not sure. Oh, well, we can't have... this has to be open. It can't be blocked off because that creates a new zone with no slime. Therefore, that's open, and that all works. Yes, because this is a separate, independent zone. Okay. Good. Phew. What is next here? We put the wall here, that connects these two slimes. That's no good. There's a wall there. That's empty. Same logic applies there. Wall, wall, wall. I mean, I'll just be real. I think this is just a symmetrical version of what's on the other side here. Like, yeah. This can't be a wall, so that's open. Because we know that's open, that solves this entirely. We know that's a wall because we can't have a standalone zone. That solves all of that, which then solves this entirely, which then solves that, which is nice. And what's the next logical step? Oh, we can't have the wall there because it creates its own little independent zone. That's open air, which I think we already knew. Oops. With this solved row. Is something similar true anywhere else? I don't think so. Looking around, I don't see anything else that's going to obviously like solve this right away. Can we have that be a wall? What are the implications of that being a wall? That's all solved. But is it a wall? I mean, this is not a wall here, and he generally likes to do kind of symmetrical puzzles. Hmm. Five and five. There have to be two more in each of these rows. One there. One there. Oh, wow. There's three more in that column. If there's three more in that column, the only places that we can solve that are here. This is a 50-50. Let's explore the options here. That closes off all of that, which then forces 1, 1, 1, then like 1 and 1 or something like that. Yeah, but then what does that do for us? Nothing good, I don't think. I think it has to go here to help fix this column more robustly. Oh no, it can't because that blocks it off entirely. What if we do something like oh no. Ooh, curious. How do we stop this from getting blocked off? There's the problem. How do we stop that from being blocked off? Well, we for sure need this there, because that leads to only one such issue. There. You get blocked off there. No, what? Yeah, how do we stop that from being an oh? We put you there. That's how. That's probably wrong. Oh, wow, that works. Okay. I kind of stumbled my way through that one, but that's okay. We still solved it. Oh, another huge 15 grid one. 110, 123. What are these fake numbers? What is going on here? Okay, that does tell us that there's 13 in these two rows, in these two columns combined, which is a nice starting point, but this one I think will be quite annoying. Oh, well, x has to be equal to 0 and y has to be equal to 1. So y is equal to 1, x is 0. That means y gets these guys. N has to get the big ones, the twoers. N therefore gets these guys, while A gets 3. Then we'll work you out later. Let's go ahead and fill in all the required bombs in these sections here to make this stuff work. I think I have already filled in all the required bombs. There's other spots that absolutely need at least one bomb, but where it is, how it is, we don't know yet. This can be blocked off because we know that this guy has to get to the bottom. If this is all blocked off, that just doesn't work. So we need to have our one airspace be somewhere on this side, meaning that, yep, all this is blocked off by default. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now 11 is interesting. Oh wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We already know 123 minus 110 is 13. Therefore, we can solve this and fill in all the blocks in those columns because there's exactly enough room for 13 blocks with the current setup we have. Great. Yeah, tremendous. Next up, there's a empty spot there to allow the monster to get through. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're one away from solving that one. Just a little annoying. Are there any other susceptible rows and columns? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, perfect. That one's also solved. We're almost solved here, and we know that A or B has to get one of these two. A is already equal to 3. Therefore, oh, but wait. Oh, but wait. What? How does that work? We can't have B by itself, though, because then that creates issues with the slime zoning. Oh, man. Oh, that's a bind. Wait, look at this. Okay, so we've previously established that A is equal to 4, or sorry, equal to 3. Does N have to equal... Yeah, N has to equal 2, therefore N gets both of those things. A has to equal 3. And B cannot also be equal to 3. How did I figure out that B would be blocked off there? I believe I did this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, I definitely skipped a few. Oops. This is still a solved row, though. Okay. Oops. Okay, but thinking about it, A has to equal 3. A can only get at most that guy. Y, no matter what, is getting this guy down here. Only one who can get this guy now is B. And then put a wall there. Does that solve these rows? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, that does solve those rows. Empty there. Y gets all of those guys. That's solved. Solved. 5, 6. Oh, almost. Almost solved there. Though that makes sense. We have to have at least one opening for the slime to go through. Oh, there are 4. That's solved. Those go there. And one of these... No. What am I talking about? I'm jumping to conclusions when I need not. That's solved. Oh, this is all blocked off. Therefore, you have to go out that way. You have to have that be open. Oh, therefore, now that's solved. You have to be open there. Does that unlock anything for us? Maybe. Let's take a look around. Let's see. Fewer than 3 bombs are in the wrong place, which is good. We have to have a wall there. We have to have a wall there. That's the whole thought. Almost solved there. We're only one away from solving that particular column. What else do we know? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nope, not solved. Oh, this one looks almost solved. Well, we know that there has to be at least one open space here, so the rest of those are for sure blocks. We can't have non-blocks in those spots. Something similar true here. How many? No, not quite as true there. What else need I see? We can't put a block there because I'll block off the 2 halves of this particular spot. That's open. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Something like that true elsewhere. I feel like we're tantalizingly close with this section here. Well, we can't have that be entirely blocked off, so... Oh no, I thought there was like one more open like piece of airspace here. No, there's 2 spaces of airspace that are still unaccounted for. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're one away from solving this particular column. I don't see an obvious path forward. Oh, this one's been solved for a hot second. Look at that. Yeah, that's been solved. That's open. That's all solved. There we go. I think that's the straw that shall break the camel's back, as they say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's a wall there for sure. One of these has to be open. Oh. Oh, oops. Never mind, I miscounted that number. I always forget these guys on the bottom here. I never remember to include them when I'm counting up all the stuff. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. I'm just counting like I'm a grade schooler right now. Looking for whatever small imperceptible crack exists somewhere. Well, that was perceptible. That's my bad. Oh, but we actually have that totally like worked out. Does that solve this? Almost. We know one of those has to be open, so the X is accessible. So that's close to solved. That's solved. Anything else obviously solved? No. We gotta carve a pathway for this guy still. We can't have this being fully blocked off. Not that it's at risk of being blocked off. How many more spots here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, well, we know that the one air has to be somewhere in here, so those are fully blocked off for sure. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. Curious. How about up here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can't have both of these be blocked off, so there's definitely a wall there, and one of those is air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't have that, but we don't know for sure that it's like... Oh, there's only one more blocked off? Curious. Oh, because I always forget the bottom here. Right. How about here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know about that part. I simply don't know what to do there. This is a little tedious, to be honest. This is getting to me. We can't have both of those blocked off. Therefore, one piece of air is here and one piece of air is there, which is just not helpful. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We already have 3 accounted for. 3 of those are air. Double checking. Oh no! Oh wait, no, sorry. I looked in the very top left where there's exclamation mark and thought that I'd screwed up bad. No, fewer than 3 walls are misplaced, which I think means I'm fully correct at this moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With 2 to fill and 2 spots still open. Are there any bomb rules I'm missing? Like, there's no way, right? Oh, this is rough. I'm gonna come back to this one when I have a fresh set of eyes and see if I spawn anything new next time around. Well, there's got to be a wall somewhere in here, meaning that either that's blocked off or that's blocked off, forcing this 2 to attack that guy for sure. Which is unsurprising, given I think that you have to get him, you have to get him, you have to get him. That's like the conceit of this puzzle. And that's not necessarily true. Yeah, well, if each bomb is going to get two of the monsters, then the bombs can't touch each other because each slime can only correspond to one set of monsters. Therefore, only one bomb each. Block. You're entirely gonzo. Any other obvious blockages? I mean, there's no way that this monster is not touching this slime. Therefore, I get the vibe that this slime's probably going to touch this guy over here to the right, and this one's going to go up here unless we... Yeah, there was no way for this slime not to touch this bomb here. Like, no matter what, he is touching that one. So, we know... Unless there's like a very goofy shenanigan here where it's like that, right? No, because this slime has to touch this bomb can't go down here because then he would touch this slime. Therefore, you're getting that guy. You're getting that guy. You're getting that guy. And you're getting that guy. Right? I think that's right. We'll find out shortly if I'm wrong. Blocked. If you're with him, then you are for sure with him. Therefore, you have to be with this group here. So we don't put a block there, for example, because that wouldn't do anything. But if we put a block there, then they'd touch, so that has to be air. Same goes there. If we put a block there, they would touch, so these are both air. Where else is that kind of thing true? If we put a block here or here, then he would touch this group, which is already claimed by this guy. Therefore, those are both air. That's a wall. That has to be a wall as well to stop those two groups from touching. I put a wall here. They touch. Same. Boom, boom, boom. This is probably the wall, but we just don't know for sure. But either way, that's a lot of airspace filled. I put a wall here. These guys, this guy touches that group. So this has to be open. Put a wall there. They have to touch, so therefore that's open. That's like that. They're touching like that. You need to be blocked off from that somehow. They can't touch wall. They can't touch. Oh, no, not air yet. But getting close. Just looking around at this point, seeing if there's any other, like, holes to fix. If we put this here, they'll touch this slime in that time. Will touch... No, this slime in that time will touch groups. Therefore, can't be there, can't be there. That's a wall. Wall there as well. Blocked. Wall. Air. Wall there. That's all exposed. No, how is that possible? No. No, what? No, did I screw up somehow? I mean, yes, I obviously did somewhere along the way. Fewer than 3 that are still not not doing the right thing. You simply can't touch. But then you have to go out there. Here, let's just solve the rest of this and see if I can't figure out my mistake a little bit further down the line. I'm going to feel my way through the rest of this one. Yeah, that went horrendously badly. Yeah, oh wow. Oh wow, that went badly. Oh no. Somewhere in here I screwed up this guy. You have to go like that. Therefore, you have to be blocked off like that, but maybe there's a wall there instead. Those are the 2 walls. Sorry, just take another stab at this whole thing. Like, wall there. Ugh. I think I need to reset it. I'll go ahead and do that now. Jump back to where I was. I mean, my basic assumptions are right. Only 1 wall here. The wall has to be somewhere in there, therefore you're getting that guy, you're getting that guy. You're all getting those. Then, meanwhile, we can't have... No. They're blocked off. That's like that. This guy is touching this monster no matter what. Can we have... What was my initial assumption? I think it was like, this will go like there, and then he'll touch that, which I think is not actually founded in anything. I think that was mostly speculation, which is very funny. Let's try this again and actually logic our way through it this time. Yeah. Okay, looking at these 1 columns. If this guy's here, this slime touches this monster, which is probably fine. Or touches that bomb, I mean. If we do this, he touches that bomb, which is also probably fine. It's probably okay if this guy touches this monster or that monster. Now let's say we have this here, both bombs will touch. Has to be air. Have this here, both bombs will touch right here. Basically, we can't have... the wall has to be somewhere in here to stop this bomb from touching that bomb. Does that tell us anything meaningful? It does. It tells us that this slime is connected to this bomb, forcing a wall there. It tells us... I'm not sure what else it tells us. Oh, there's only 1 more. Oh, curious. If we put the wall down here, these guys touch. Therefore, have to be air here. Put the wall there, they touch. Air. Somewhere in here, the wall has to be. What's next? We know that this guy is touching one of these. Yeah, this bomb is going to go up either there or there. Who's going to touch the monsters? I guess it's too early to speculate. I think I just screwed up like a base assumption last time, and that's what caused all of the havoc. Hmm. I'm looking around. Is there any reason that like we couldn't have like a wall here? Yeah, he won't intuitively touch anything if I do that. Oh, we have to have if the wall is here, these two bombs, that one will touch. That's air. Same is true if it's here. If it's here, they won't. But the same thing happens up here. If it's there, then they will touch, which is no good. Therefore, that's all air. Does anything similar happen? Just looking around. You go down, you touch him. I get a suspicion that this slime is going to touch the guy to the bottom right of him. But I have nothing to actually vindicate nor prove that at the moment. Four blocks up here. 4 blocks is kind of a lot. Are there any other single blocks I can be exploiting here? Yeah. If we put the wall there, these guys touch like that. Has to be air, has to be air. That's okay, but if we put it over here, it's also true. Yeah, so something like that. Which leaves us with an awful lot of single spaces which bombs can use to block off access. Hmm. Does that tell us anything new about what slimes can or can't do? No. The only one that we know for sure is that this slime is going to touch. Oh well, we have to have a wall there so that these two groups don't touch. Which then, well, one of these is a wall, which we already knew. We can't have the double bombing going on. Huh. Man, this is getting tricky. That's what I get for making a mistake last time around. You end up with another whole round of puzzle to solve. Two. Oh, oops. Did not mean to erase that. If I put no, no, that's ridiculous. I was thinking of oh, wait. If I put a wall, no. That does not solve anything for us. We will also return to that one, see if a fresh set of eyes, particularly after repeating it, can help. 36 total monsters. 2x, 2y, 2n, 4a, or 12n, oops, and 4b. Is there any way that n is anything other than 0 or 1? I mean, okay, let's say n is 2. Uh if n is 2, then like 4, then like B has to be 3, or like no, there's no way that n is 2. I think mathematically it just does not make sense for n to be 2. So n is equal to 1 or 0 potentially. Do you just have to stare at this? Okay, it is not possible for n to be equal to 0 because we only get one wall here. And if n is equal to 0, then then I have bad news. We can only block off one of those. Therefore, n has to be equal to at least 1. Let's just go ahead and fill that in for all of them right now. Is A 0? Oh, let's also fill in all these obvious walls. Just because obvious walls are fun. I think A might be 0. Does that break anything if A is 0? No, A has to be 0. A is 0 everywhere. That's all solved. And that's all solved. Y and B have to be equal to at least like 1. So does X. Just all of them have to be equal to something. A is already 0. So that's fun. What's logically speaking next? If A is 0 and N is 1, that's 12 accounted for. We need to get to 24 using B, X, and Y. Let's go ahead and block off the obvious things for where N would become more than 0 if they did keep going. I mean, there's no way X is like 5, right? Yeah, X can't be all of these because then B would be 1 and then it'd just be the same as N, which breaks one of the rules. We also already knew that because this is a completely emptied row. Same goes there. Oh wow, we're actually learning a lot right now. I mean, Y and B both had to be equal to 2. That was intuitive, I guess. Sorry, let me just clean up this board. We have a lot I need to like actually clean up here. Sorry. That has to be open. That has to be open. Therefore, let's solve these corners while we're at it. There we go. Much cleaner, much nicer. X, Y, and B. Well, the maximum that B can be is 3. At absolute most, B is equal to 3, and I think it is equal to 3. Then that would mean X is equal to... No, that doesn't quite work, because then how do we do this symmetrically? Oh, that's how. I don't even know what's equal to what at this point, but that I think that's the only way that we can logically solve that. X is 4, Y is 3. No, B is 3. No, B was 1. Uh-oh, I screwed up. I did not see the B to the side there. Let me much more logically approach this one. No matter what, B has got to be 3, I think. No, because how else do you get this guy then? If B ain't 3, how do you get him? Hmm. N is 1. B has to be at least 2. But then how do we get him? That's how we get him. I missed the B at the bottom as well. That solves a lot. Then you go there. Then you're solved. You're solved. Oh, I hope I'm right. Ooh, I hope I'm right. I don't want to have to redo this one. Huge! Oh. That's rewarding. They always give you just enough to work off of to actually figure out the whole thing. This game is not cruel. It's just very, very, very logically efficient. Oh no. Oh, that's awful. The absolute most that this bottom one can be, this bottom number, this columns can be, is 86 plus 6, 92. Absolute most it can be. Oh, what? Okay. This slime is connected to this bomb. We need to get this slime all the way around and connected with this bomb here. That means walls. Walls upon walls upon walls. Where's the one wall here? Oh. There's the one wall. That's guaranteed. Same here. Whoop. That's guaranteed as well. We have to do similar protection here. That's something that's guaranteed. You go like that. That solves that. You have to go there. Oh, it doesn't quite solve that. Oops. That's why. You have to go there. You have to go there. What is next? Well, we're not blocking off all that. Obviously. We now know that the total on the bottom, or for the rows, is 89. 89 minus 23 is equal to, quick mental math here, that's 66, I believe. 66 that we need to put somewhere around here. I get the impression that we're looking at one of these. Oh, that's blocked off. See, we can't have that. That's blocked off. Let's actually logic this one. I've been bad. We need you there. We Huh. I'm not sure what's required next. Honestly, this might be a you work out the shape as you go through it kind of thing. Because all we really have to work off of is the horizontal rows. What if it's this? Let's try that. Because it's symmetrical too. Let's have some fun. Let's do that, and then block it off like this. Yeah, this is feeling good to me. Like that. Like this. Oh no, where's the error? Where'd I screw up? I hope it's just some missing airspaces. 1, 13. Who knows, but it's gotta be 1. 12, 4, 9, 4. Who knows? Oh, found it. Oh, how do I rectify that actually? No, how do I rectify that? Ah, there's the problem. Huge. That wasn't atrocious. Okay, let's head back to this one, which I couldn't make heads or tails of last time. Oh, this just seems annoying. Okay. I'm resigned to my fate. If there's only one wall in here, can't go there, because if it does, then he just gets to take off, do all of them. What if it's there? That's not really a problem, right? Well, it can't be there because then they touch, so those are for sure empty. Well, we know for sure now that both of them also have to go up because they both can't be. Wait, do they have to actually? We could do it there, and then he doesn't go up, but he does. Yeah, that's possible. Okay, what else are we looking at here? Any other ones? Oh, look at this. We can't have the wall be anywhere but here or here to stop. He has to get only 3. If we put it like there, he gets like all of them. But if we put it like here, he still gets some of them in that row. It has to go either there or there, meaning the rest of these are all guaranteed open space. What does that mean? That means that one of these guys is guaranteed to get all the ones down here because one of them will be completely blocked off from going up. So, those ones are also solved and the wall goes somewhere there. He's also just not getting that guy, which is good to know. He's not getting that guy either, which is also good to know. Therefore, the last wall in this column has to be somewhere in here to stop this bomb from hitting that slime. Therefore, those are empty. Therefore, he is in fact getting this one up here, meaning both of these guys have to go down at least twice because they only get 2 if they go left here. Well, what does that entail for the rest of the puzzle? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are one away from solving this particular thing. Wait, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Only one away. If the airspace is here, does that do anything? Yeah, okay. Where can the airspace not be? If it's there, is that a problem? No. I mean, just keep an eye on this. We know that that one's close to being solved. Oh, well, yeah, the airspace can't be oh wait, no. We're looking at an airspace, not a wall. Okay. Looking around, what else do we know about this puzzle? There's 2 bombs here. What does that tell us about those particular... Duh. Duh, one of these has to get that guy. One of the bombs has to go somewhere in here to stop them from hitting each other. Whichever mine gets this guy also have at least one wall here or here, for example, in order to stop him from hitting more folks than he's allowed to. Therefore, those have to be open. That's all that tells us, but we'll know more in the future, hopefully. Oh, this is wrong, actually. The wall has to go there or there. Because otherwise, yeah, no, the wall has to go here or here. I had that wrong. Because then he gets 4 like that, and 1 goes up. Sorry, just adding that because we know that that'll be true. 2. Well, we know that he can only get up to 2 here. Has to be a wall somewhere in there, and then because of that, there also has to be a wall somewhere in there. Also, there for the exact same reason. He can get... No, he could get, theoretically, all of those guys, leaving just 1 wall below. That was wrong. I, as I often am, was wrong there. Wait, if this is going to have 5 walls, then there's no way that this bomb can get, like, all those guys. Yeah, this one has to be the one that goes up, forcing a wall to go there, forcing him to get both of those. Walled up. That's the whole thought thus far, but, you know, that means that you're blocked off there, you're getting all of those guys. Okay, take a look at this middle row here. 3 blocks. Looking at this... Oh, we know that this guy can't be hitting this monster. Therefore, there's 1 block to stop this guy from hitting this slime, and 1 block to stop this guy from hitting this slime. Therefore, those 2 have to be unblocked, and this one has to be hitting this particular monster. If that's the case, then you're blocked off there, and you're hitting those guys with that blocked off in addition. Then who has to hit these ones? This 2 has to hit that monster there, blocking them off from all of those guys. And what happens next? What happens next is that no matter what, we can't have the block go there because then the 2 will hit the wrong monster. Therefore, this is open air. And then what? Does that solve this for us? No, it's still almost solved, but not quite. What are some other monsters and stuff that certain bombs can't hit? How far away are we from solving this particular row? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 away. That's pretty close. That's pretty good. We know this is open air because the one block that's in this column has to block somewhere here to stop the slime from being caught in crossfire. This is also open air for similar reasons. These 2s. What are these 2s up to? Who can still get this bomb here? Or this monster here? No one except for this 3. Therefore... Oh, wait. Yes, no one except for that 3. That's blocked off. Only bomb that can still get that monster is that one, hence blocked off there. You're also blocked off like that, solving that particular row for us. No matter what, this 3 has to go up to get at least one of these guys. Because even if he gets this guy, that's only enough to get one of his numbers, so he has to go up further. Are there any other monsters that only one particular bomb can get? I don't believe so, but because this 3 gets these 2 monsters, he can at most get this one here, forcing the wall to be here or here to stop him from getting more monsters than he actually can, opening up all of that. Is the same thing true here? No, but the wall is either here or here because he has to stop himself from hitting more monsters than he actually can. Therefore, that's open as well, solving those rows. Tremendous. That solves that column, which then... Does that solve everything? That solves that for us. That's unclogged. There's a wall there, which solves that, which tells us a lot, actually. Solving all of this. You have to get that. You have to get these 2 blocked off there. That's all walls. That's all walls. All walls. Or sorry, all air. You're blocked off, all air. You have to be blocked off as well, all air. You're blocked off, all air, blocked off, air. That solves this column. Solves that column. Oh, you're all almost solved. Huge. That one wasn't so bad. I think I prefer the ones where you're figuring out monster placement over those where you're figuring out, or bomb placement and which one gets which monster, over the ones where you have to figure out slime zoning stuff. I find it way more intuitive to do like Minesweeper-esque ones as opposed to pathfinding kind of thing. Where were we with this one? Let's see. Only 4 more to solve there. Basically, is this a wall or not? Who knows? 2 more to solve here. Six more to solve there. Well, I guess how do we get the slime over there? We can't do like, like one of these, for example, right? It has to be one straight line. If we do one straight line here, that forces all of these to be walls, and that's no good. Therefore, the straight line has to be not on that row, because one of these has to be open to keep the bomb from being out there. Therefore, we can pretty confidently say that that's walled off. Is the straight line here? No, because then that also stops us from having enough walls here to completely solve that particular row. Therefore, that's the straight line. That's pretty confident in that. How many more walls? All of them? That row's been solved? Or that column's been solved? Yeah, looks it. Okay, okay. Just double checking. Fewer than 3 wrong. Huge. We very much take those. What's next? Yeah, what's next? We can't have like all of that blocked, right? So that can be blocked off, that can be blocked off, but the open air has to be somewhere. Air has to be here or here. That solves that for us. That's solved as well. Great. That solves that. Oh, there's a lot of progress being made very quickly right now, which is always nice to see. Okay, if this is blocked off, we can't have this and this and this be blocked off. No matter what, even if we only have one open space here, this is going to be blocked off that way. So this is blocked off, it's open there, that's like that. That's open, that's blocked off. Huge, wow. In general, just always go and look at other puzzles, and that will probably help you get farther, just because you'll have your mind refreshed. It's nice. It's a good feeling to breathe through something that you struggled with earlier just because you took like a little break. It's good. With this one, what's our main concern? What's our big problem here? Do we have a big problem here? I don't think we have any, I mean, look, we can arbitrarily guess like that, which forces this guy to get him and that kind of thing, but is there any way to logic out which one is going to be ahead of time? Either it's this, or it's this. And either way, this slime is going to be on that bandwagon. And this slime has got to get out of dodge. We can't have them touching. Thinking about we're going to have this blocked off like that, right? So then does it make sense, actually, either way, you can do that and have that without issue, or you can do this and have that without issue. That's not really a big concern, I guess. I mean, I feel like we have that blocked off, right? Oh, interesting. Only one of these is blocked. I guess it has to be because it goes clockwise or counterclockwise when it comes to which bomb gets you. Like this bomb will get that bomb, we'll get that guy, we'll get that guy, we'll get that guy. So it makes sense that one of these has to be blocked off, but notably not both. If one of them has to be blocked, then there's only one more block that could be used in these three spaces, presumably to block off this group from this group. So what does that mean? Well, if we put it here, forces... What does it even mean? Oh, this is difficult. I like how when you click down on a space that's like already filled by something that's, you know, immutable, it just kind of spins faster. That's cute. Go fast, my green cycle. Does it make any sense for this guy to be touching this group? Like if we put the wall there, and he touches that, then this guy has to touch that group, and then he's stuck on both sides. So no, it makes no sense for this guy to touch this monster, therefore we can't have this in touch. That has to be open. Let's say we have this, and that's open. How do we keep him penned in now? I guess that technically works, but that seems radically annoying. I mean, look, I'm pretty sure these two guys have to touch... This guy's to touch this group or this group, and the same is true for this guy. This one is absolutely touching this top group. And this guy is absolutely blocked off from it. I'm fairly certain we have to have... No, it doesn't have to be there. But we can pretty safely deduce that this guy is going to be touching this group. So what does that mean? Anything where it's like this? No, what? What am I thinking? What's up with this 4? We know that one of them has to go there or there, but only one. So there's 2 just kind of hanging out somewhere around here. Yeah, that's possible, is the thing. This is a totally legitimate use of the Picross rules to deduce that. So we can't say for certain, oh, that's going to go there to stop those groups from touching, because we just don't know yet. Though, if this guy is going to be with him, and he can't be with that group, we can't put a wall there, because then he'll touch like that. So the wall does, in fact, have to go there. Which then means a few more things. Has to be a wall there. Has to mean a wall there. Yeah, because he has to be with this group here, just no matter what. So we have to block him off from that down there. I am not quite sure what the next right step is. 3. Oh man. Any problem with it being there or there? If it's here, then that's all. Can we logic our way into which group this slime has to be a part of? Let's see. If we want to block him off from this top thing. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, you have to be a part of this now. Therefore, there's a wall there, no matter what. I just missed these solved rows entirely. The solved columns, I mean. Hmm. Has to go there, so that we don't have the slime touching through. Because if we did this, then that would have to be like that, and they would touch, which is no good. Or oops, like that. Wall. Wall. Boom. Wall. Boom. Huge. Tremendous. With that, we finished up row 6 of the game. Things are really heating up. Some of these puzzles are a genuine challenge to completely untangle, but still pretty dang good. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.